Today we'll be talking about Andisols.
So what is an andesol? All cells in the world are classified into 12 categories called orders based on their physical and chemical characteristics, and the andesol order is one of these, known for their volcanic origin. Although most andisols are found in volcanic regions, there are some that aren't, and those would usually be found in a cool and humid area. These soils often have repeated light and dark layers that show the deposition of volcanic ash and buried horizons. And with most soil orders, you can identify them in the field, but because a lot of identification for andisols is done chemically, it's a little more tough to do with this order. So there's a few physical characteristics that have been identified. These include a greasy feel when you touch the soil, an NaH pH of greater than 9.5 in the soil would show that there are allophanic materials, which we'll talk a little bit about later. It has a low bulk density, which means that it has a density similar to how you would imagine angel food cake. It's low compaction and has a low mass per volume, and it also has a dusty feel because of its volcanic origin.
Some properties of the soil are that they are volcanic. There are also low organic carbon content. The soil is also moderately weathered with a low bulk density, and there's high amounts of phosphorus in the soil, and there can also be high volcanic glass with sandy texture.
So the parent material is volcanic ash, and the process of making an andesol is upbuilding of pedogenesis, which keeps increasing a new layer of or new horizon every time a volcano erupts in the area. It is different and unique from other soils because it's like the opposite process of a top-down process. Upbuilding pedogenesis is how we get buried A horizons and many different parent materials as we make our way down the horizon. You can sometimes date the eruptions from the different chemical formulas in the ash to identify which eruption it came from and how old the soil is. They're weathered from porous volcanic ash that is uncrystallized minerals of alumina and silica-based material weathered into porous allophane.
So what are the pros and cons of andesol soils? So we'll start off with high water holding capacity, which is due to the good drainage and porosity and low bulk density. It also has good tillage and also a high forest production. Now to the cons, it has a high accumulation of phosphorus, which can be toxic to plants, and also presence of toxic aluminum, which can also be toxic to plants. Andisols also present engineering issues since they're easy to erode and easy to degrade, which can be bad for building bases for buildings and agriculture as well. They're also found in cold, high slopes of mountains, which is bad for cultivating and bad for building buildings. Overall, andesol soils are potentially good for agriculture, but need to be they need to add inputs of lime to make it more basic. Also, fun fact is that although it's only 1% of Earth's ice-free land surface, it is also able to support 10% of the population. So where are these soils found? Well, on the map, everything in green is an andesol. I have chosen 3 locations of andisols in the world. We have Hawaii, the Andes Mountains, and Japan. So let's go to Hawaii. Here in Hawaii, the coral color is the andisols. I have included 2 soil profiles of Hawaiian andisols. Next, we'll go to the Andes Mountains. Here I have included a profile of the Andes Mountains andisols. Finally, we'll go to Japan, where we have 2 soil profiles of andisols.
So we decided to make a virtual soil-related dessert. This one is made just of yogurt and cookie crumbs and food dye. This can be made for any type of soil order. You can just add whatever adequate amounts of food dye and yogurt you need to best replicate your soil order.
Thank you for watching.